Hey, welcome back to my channel again. Hey everybody, I brought this tree in today to work on. It's planted on again another piece of concrete that I found on the beach. If anybody saw one of my last videos, I did a repotting of a tree on a piece of concrete I found. This is the first piece I got, and I didn't put any of this moss on, it just grew itself, so it grows quite naturally on the concrete. I think it looks pretty natural and pretty good looking. So the tree itself I've never really been happy with. I was debating whether to take this off this tree, off this concrete, and plant something else on it, but I thought I'll give it one last go and see what we can do with it. If this styling doesn't work to my approval, then maybe I'll change it, put something else on it. But I'm thinking of doing some bit more drastic cuts on it, getting rid of some more of these branches down here. See, the problem with this is it always grows up. It always wants to go straight up all the time. I've bent the branches right down, I've wired them, but the tips just turn straight up. It's just, I'm not too sure what kind of tree it is. Obviously some sort of conifer or whatever, but it was just one I got. It was one of my first trees, and it was just one of these ones when you learn in bonsai, you're just picking up every tree that you think to try on, and you can get cheap. I just got it, it was like €5 at a car boot sale, and I brought it home, and it was mainly, I was working on the trunk and the bar and everything. That's what I really liked about it. But the actual foliage part I didn't like. The branches are way too heavy at the top and everything, so I'm going to try cleaning it right back as much as I can, and like that maybe lose a couple of these bottom branches and just to show off the trunk a bit more, and maybe open it up a bit. I'll bring it in a bit closer now so you can see. I don't know if you can see the trunk there too good, but it has a great debari and it's a good root structure, right? It's been on this rock for, I would say, 4 or 5 years now at least anyway, and it seems to be growing pretty good. A bit too good, to be honest. As far as I can remember, there was a bit of a shallow dish in the concrete here, which made it perfect to plant the tree in. I'll just give the around the base of it. Well, actually I won't, I'll do the base last, because the first thing I want to do is try and get in there and open it up a bit. So we've got some tools here. Notice I've got some wire on it all over the place, which is just holding down the branches. So just take them off. They're just guy wires to keep the branches from bent down. I thought if I bend the branches down and then when they flare up, it won't be as bad, but I don't know, it's just one of these difficult trees. But yeah, it's like that. It's one of these trees that I got at the start, so again, because you've had it for so long, you feel you should give it put another little bit of effort to try and get it to grow. It'll probably never be a great tree, but we'll give it another look, and if not, then we can always find something else to plant on this, and we'll give this a new home in the garden or something. It's actually some wire here that's been wired onto the branch and left. I didn't spot. I was eating it pretty badly. It's kind of one of these trees that smells lovely. Working on it. There's one of these trees that you kind of get sick of trying to fix all the time, so you end up leaving it at the back of your bench. Since it's been growing so well and trying its best to grow good for me, I thought I'll give it one last chance. Okay, so I'm just taking out the wire. There's lots of wire, I didn't realise there was so much wire actually. So what I'll do is I'll just pause the video there for a minute. I'm sure you don't want to be watching me taking all this wire off. It's just guy wires on all the branches, pinning. See at the back way of pinning the wires to bend the branches down to try and get the foliage, but it just straight away shoots back up again. But we'll have a look. Okay, so I'll pause the video for now. I'll do the take all the wire off and then we'll come back and have a look. Okay, so I've got all the wire off. So now I'm just looking. The first thing I think I want to do is get rid of this bottom branch, just so you get more of a trunk. See there, that's your twin trunk. Well, it's one trunk but it splits into two here. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this branch here, which comes up quite far. What I'll do is I'll take it off a piece at a time first, leaving the very top branch, small branch left on it. And the same with this one. This one's definitely got to go. And this back here. Problem I have with this side is there's literally, this branch comes off the main tree, so this branch on this side literally only has two branches on it. The top one, the top branch, and this branch here. So they're just so ugly, the branches on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and reduce it right back, as far back as I dare. Branches here together, so the sides keep one, maybe this one, I'll take out this one, and it's directly opposite one here, so I'll take that one out to the side. They said I'll work on it, then we'll have a look, and if we're not happy with it, we can always take it out, switch it over for a different tree, put this one in the garden or into another pot or something. Branch here would practically know. Let's take that right out. So you can't even go with the branch out much, because it just wants to go into like a, it doesn't really backwards, doesn't, well, yeah, it doesn't seem to backward at all onto the old wood. Everything just wants to grow out at the ends. So we just reduce it all right back. See what happens. Wondering, let me take that one off as well. Maybe not. Just on here. there's a branch under here, and then I've got this one directly above it. I'm thinking, do I take the one out directly above it and leave the one underneath, or do I take the one underneath and leave this one? The problem I have is this is so low on the side, and I can't really take that off, because then how can I? I don't know. Well, I'm thinking I'll just keep pruning it back, and then we'll come back and have a look at it. What I'm trying to do is just take off the top bits, leaving just the bits facing out. Take out all the main strong bits shooting up. Where I cut it, it's probably going to go brown, but I'm not really worried about that. If we get it kind of more layers like that, it might not be too bad. Keep going, and then when we have it trimmed, then we'll have a look and decide which branches we're going to take. And stand back, because until you really stand back and have a look at it, it's hard to sell. Take that back another bit. Where's that branch going? Back here. That's the weirdest branch structure ever. It's like an octopus. I'll stand out a bit, you can see a bit more of the trunk. Just keep going. What's going on here? So many branches. Probably take out this. this whole chunk off, and it's very thick. Starting to get a bit of daylight in there. Maybe if I do this, maybe we'll get a bit of backwood. We'll have to see. If anybody knows what kind of tree it is, I'm sure there's people out there would know what this is. You might let me know in the comments. I'll have to try to learn more about the names of the trees, especially if I'm going to be making videos on them. I tend not to worry before. I do know a lot of the trees' names, but there's a few I don't know. More than a few, but okay, how's that looking? This one without doubt is to me the worst branch structure of all my trees. But it's given me a challenge. Try and see can I do something with it, so that's what I'm going to try and do. Twist it into all sorts of contorted shapes up the top here. Just another bit of wire in there. Always find one bit you missed. Take up the whole middle of that wrench. What I'm doing is I'm coming in at an angle so that I'm chopping off, leaving just the branches that are facing out. Taking out all the ones that are going straight up or facing in. Maybe if I do this and then I try and give it a bit more attention, keep trimming it, maybe we can make it look good as long as nobody gets too close to see the branches inside. Definitely looks like it's been through the wars with them branches, like a hurricane. Just get the whole thing around here a minute. think what I did was I tried to bring the branch because they were so far out, and just like pompons on the end, that I decided to try and bend the branches in tight to the tree and push the foliage then out, but the foliage just wanting to grow up all the time instead of out. Makes it a little bit trickier. Okay, come back to the top a little bit. Seed. Wondering, should I take all of them off the top? Just get rid of it so you can see. I'm thinking I should maybe take all of them off. But I don't know. Anyway, for now I'll leave it until I make a decision at a later date. Keep looking at it and make a decision then. Once you take it off, it's gone for good. Okay. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. Think it'd be better without these two top branches. Sort of very funny looking thing, that one. Okay, so we're just this last half of the tree to do now. Again, just going in at an angle with my scissors, so I'm taking off the tops and then facing in. Right there, where that's coming from. Need it. Just work on this one a second. Now this one back here. Does it need that or not? It does kind of fill that gap in back there. So maybe we'll leave it for now, but again, it's another one of these branches we'll study for it well and then make a decision. It's actually coming from the main tree and wrapping around this one. A lot of dead foliage in it. Take off some of these upright ones. A little bit of light in there. Definitely looks very strange with that loopy branch on it. It's all dead wood up here. I took that one off. Maybe. Okay, let's just stand back now and have a look at that. See what we think. You definitely see a bit more of the trunk in a way, which does help because that's the best part about the tree. Maybe if I'd give that a bit of a brushing back to show some of the roots on it. Might distract people's eyes from the terrible branches. As you can see now, I'll bring you in there. There's a great trunk on it. It's growing well, it's just so bloody ugly. So, okay, so let me know what you think. Do we take this top branch off? Do we leave it as like a feature thing with the dead wood? Maybe you could lime sulphur the dead wood. It's got dead wood in here, and this one as well. Maybe I could lime sulphur that, which would bring it out a bit. Like dead wood there, dead wood here, here, and up here. Or should I take it off the rock and get a better tree? Let me know what you think. Again, if you have any comments or ideas, or if you know the name of this tree, let me know. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next